I've mentioned from time to time that as performers, we have a little bit of a difference from athletes or from other pursuits that have built-in competition, built-in rankings, built-in standings, leaderboards, and stuff. And I came across a phrase just sitting here thinking that will help you let go of that if you just can't get over the idea that we're not in competition with one another. Let's talk about that in this episode of the VO Heroes podcast. So, you've likely heard me say, look, it's not a race. It's not a competition. You don't have to look to your right, to your left, ahead of you, behind you to see if you're doing better than or not as good as someone else who's doing what we do: acting, voice talent, writing. There are bestseller lists, there are ratings lists, and so on for the final product. But one of the lessons we talk about all the time is decoupling the process from the outcome, starting very much with auditions and booking, right? And yet, because we also have athletic pursuits in our life, because we also have gamification of other things that we do, that notion of I'm behind or that was good, I'm ahead, creep in. And the phrase that I came across that I think might help you is to ask yourself, what would it even look like as a win? Like, what would it look like if you actually did end up somewhere? And we'll talk about a finish line in another episode, but what if it ended up where you did get booked and that other person didn't? Is that a win, really? It might be a win for you, but it's not a defeat of them. And so the competition kind of fades into the background when you realize defining a win, scoring more points in a given period of time, winning more games in a season, getting the highest or longest or fastest result. That doesn't really happen with what we do. It's not like we can clearly define what a win is. And so we can, if we choose to, let go of the notion of it being a competition, and just simply pursue the joy of what we do. If we can't define a win or a loss, or the permanence of that win or loss isn't well defined, like, somebody's going to have another part for the whole acting community or voiceover community, or there's going to be another idea that pops into your head as a writer. Just the whole pursuit of wins versus losses and competition, and it can be a little fuzzy when you start to think, well, how do I know if I've won? How do I know if I've lost? How do I know if me not getting one role or not starting one book didn't create an opportunity for me to go after another role or create another piece of writing? Like, we never know these things. They're all very relative. Anyway, the point is, you can begin to let go of the notion of I've got to compete, I've got to be better, I've got to do better, I've got to be better than them, whoever them is, by realizing it's really difficult to measure, if not impossible to measure, whether you were effective in that competition. So, if you can't answer the question, what does a win look like? Perhaps it's not a competition at all. Just a thought. What's your thought? Let me know in the comments below. If you're on voheroes.com, that's the place to be. That's where we like it, where the conversation is always calm and sane and respectful. I'd love to know what you have to say about this, so down below, just give me a comment. Hit the like button if you like what you're hearing, if this is helpful. You can hit the subscribe button, and you can subscribe to my channel on YouTube or on your favorite podcast platform. And you can also hit the like button and be notified when a new episode comes out. You can also share this with another actor that's very competitive, another voice talent who's really into what is everybody else doing, another writer who constantly is looking to see if somebody's published or somebody's working on it. Where am I in the standings? I don't know what those noises were, but I'm David H. Lawrence, the 17th. I thank you so much for watching and for listening, and I will see you in the next episode of the VO Heroes podcast.